YouTube. Let's see, I'm back in my own little corner of the world, wanting to be alone tonight. Just all the noises were getting to me, so I've escaped. Let's see. Alright, so I'm pretty positive that I'm going to show gain on Monday. Today's Saturday. You know what? I don't fucking care. I've just gone back to basics. I'm counting calories. I did, let's see, it's 10 o'clock at night. I'm done eating. I've done just under 1,600 calories, which seems to be a really good, sweet spot for me. But, you know, I'm allowing myself to go up to whatever my burn is for the day, and I tend to burn between 22 and 2,500 calories a day. So, if I want to eat that much, I can, but I'd like to keep it around 1,600, and if I do, then I'll lose about 1.5 pounds a week. At least. And that's all my goal is. So let's see, Monday will be the end of week 3, so I'll still have 49 weeks to make up for whatever it is that I gained. And I still think that I'm going to have a really good month because I had that huge drop on week 1. So let's see. I think this week, I struggled so much this week. I got a breath for some reason. I struggled so much this week because I changed the way that I changed my son's diet, so it kind of threw me off, and I know that I was sort of eating bites of his stuff here and there, having little portions of what he was eating, and when you do that with ketogenic stuff, it's a very high fat diet, and everything has a lot of calories, so it's really super easy to go over, and it's also all quite a bit salty. And then I wasn't strictly doing keto, so then I was having carbs here and there. Ugh, hot all of a sudden. So I was having carbs here and there, and then it was just it was all bad news. So I'm kind of working through that. I've got some stuff that I can count. I brought in carbs because I lose weight fine eating carbs. As long as I count my calories, I can eat whatever the fuck I want. I just ate a bunch of bullshit today, and I will be fine. So the carbs that I did bring in the house are ones that he doesn't really like, because, you know, I can't bring pasta or things like that in the house because he'll want it and he'll eat it. So I think I'm kind of, you know, getting into the groove. I really did want to do some meal prep, but it would have to be stuff that he didn't like, which there are a few things that he doesn't really care for that I could make and, you know, meal prep, like turkey chili with beans and stuff that, you know, he's not really into. But, you know, I'll kind of just worry about that later. You know, really, I can eat whatever I want. I did eat kind of some junk food today, but as long as I keep my calories at around, I'd like to do between 13 and 1,800, so it all kind of averages out. But I will lose, and, you know, I wanted to be okay, I'm going to do the shakes. I was determined to show a loss for Monday, and I really don't care right now. And if I were watching somebody saying all this in these videos and how they're stumbling, I'd be like, okay, well, this isn't really going to work. But you know what? This is fucking day 20, and I am still doing these videos, and I am in this, and I am going to figure out a magic formula. But I know calorie counting works. Let's see. Nothing really else to, you know, since I lost my day 1 video, I deleted it accidentally. Let's see. I said in another video that I deleted day 20, which is today. So I have a lot of mistakes in my videos. I'm not editing yet. So if I do make a mistake in my video, then I'll put it in the description that I said something fucked up. Okay, so I'm going to start using this again. I bought this journal. Sorry, the light, there's a glare. It's called I'm Doing My Best. A journal in which to prove that despite any indications to the contrary, I am constantly working on myself and trying to become the very best me, even though it's a much slower and harder process than Oprah and Deepak would have me believe. And while I would sometimes prefer to just swallow a pill or have a personality transplant, I will keep plugging away at this infernal self-improvement thing until I've done so well I can come back in my next life as a golden retriever. I thought that was kind of cute. So then they have like all these like different quotes. So let's see. So I was writing in this. Oh, it's just got some other pages. Oh, I haven't read these, but it has some kind of inspirational. Says you want to be better and God knows you're really trying, so why does it still feel hard? Should it really be that tough? Perhaps you're finally going to improve your leadership skills, or was it a weight loss program, a new fitness routine? No, wait, you were going to start procrastinating, get better at guitar, and then just kind of goes on and on and on saying like, oh, well, this person had to go through all this before they finally succeeded at something. I like the Steve Martin quote, I'll do anything for a good body except exercise and eat right. Let's see. In any case, you mustn't confuse a single failure with a final defeat. That's kind of lame, but basically just I don't want to get so caught up in what I did wrong yesterday that I want to overcorrect, because that just is going to set me up for failure. If I overeat, I'm not going to just not eat the next day. Just the next day, just boom, have my 12 to 1800 calories or whatever it is that satisfies me. You know, like I've even like when I calorie count, like I'll even go as low as 600 some days. Some days I'm just not hungry, you know, and that's fine. I'm not going to force food if I'm not hungry. And if I'm hungry, I'm not going to starve myself either. So I think just counting, if you're counting your calories and you're watching your portions and you're eating the right kinds of food, if you're hungry, let's say I could go up to 2,300 calories, you know, and just be like, okay, that's a maintenance day. That's a lot of food. And it's also a very small amount of food if you're not eating the right things. Even though you get the monkey off your back, the circus never really leaves town. Yeah, that's maintenance, which I'll worry about later. The brick walls are there for a reason. They're not there to keep us out. The brick walls are there to give us a chance to show how badly we want something. All right. So, what I did in my first day video was I had all these symptoms, and I mean, these are just things that I need to remind myself of. The reasons why I want to do this. Well, I mean, number one is my son, really, honestly. He's actually been doing great on the ketogenic diet. Like, his psychosis has been cut in half at least, and his depression isn't as bad. When he crashes hard, but you know, at least he has those really good, really good moods, really good times, like where he's just asymptomatic. So I was getting heartburn. This is why I wanted to lose weight. Some of the symptoms that I was having: heartburn, horrible heartburn every day, foot pain. It was hard to walk, which is not good. Like, that has to be weight. I can't imagine like any other reason why my feet would hurt when I walked. I'm on 3 different blood pressure medications, and my blood pressure is still an issue. Depression's terrible. I'm just big and fat and tired and feel like shit and lazy, and I don't want to go anywhere. You know, I was joking with my son today. I was like, well, I can see why people get depressed during the winter. It's really fucking cold here right now. I see why people get depressed in the winter, because like you can't go out and do anything. You're not getting any sunshine, and it's freezing cold, and then there's just all there is to do is eat. And I'm like, well, that's kind of my state of being. So I have seasonal affective disorder just all year round, because I never leave the house and never do anything, and you know, I'm just sort of fat and lazy like all the time. So, you know, I don't want to be like that. like, I want to get out, I want to do things, I want to be active, and I know that will greatly lessen my depression. I'm isolated, my anxiety is high, just tired all the time, and you know what? I feel better than I did when I wrote this, because I wrote brokenness as a symptom. Like, I just feel broken. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot, actually feeling a lot better. Like, I'm not, I haven't, you know, I'm still, my weight is still very, very high, and I'm still not doing much, but I think just the fact that I am working on myself is enough to lift my spirits. Let's see, just I have to live well to be the mother that I need to be. So that's really it. I mean, I kind of like, it was just that day one that I had lost. So, okay, so we'll start doing this again, and I'll start jotting down some notes. She would be a new person, she vowed. They said no matter how far a mule travels, it can never come back a horse, but she would show them all. Did she come back a horse? I mean, a mule can't come back a horse, so I'm not quite sure what this quote even means, but anyway, 10/17. It is day 20, Saturday, January 6th, 2018. It's weird, like my weigh-in days should be on like 7, 14, and 21, so I'm actually going to weigh in Monday's day 22. It's actually day 21. I did something weird in my, I have this spreadsheet that I have like all this different data that I'm keeping track of. But when I started week 1, I started on day 0 just because of some of the averages that I have in here, daily averages. I had to start that on. So actually my week 1 was 8 days long. So on my spreadsheet, it's showing 7, 14, 21. Those are the days that I'm weighing in, but it's going to be 22 on the video. So that's why, in case anyone's wondering. All right, I'm blabbering on now. And I guess that's about it. You know, I don't know whether to say more personal things or make this be kind of like a diary, or just specifically talk about my, you know, what I need to do for weight loss. So I don't know. It's probably going to be a little bit of both, but you know, I'm at 13 minutes now. So anyway, as the Canadians say, peace. Ooh, love you all. Goodbye.